And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Right side, White. Caruso with the steal. Williams for three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Boston trailing. Tatum on the wing. Krills the three-pointer.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Oklahoma City moving it around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Got a piece of it. Caruso with the steal. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. They need this. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Horford to the inside. Fournette. Pass to Pritchard. Picked by Horford. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Pritchard. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The kick out to Williams. Sinks the triple.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Cornette. Puts the move on. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. And that one is good. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Here's Hauser. Fires the three. They get it back. Pass to Pritchard. Brown outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Back to Craig. Here's Tatum.
Ball like this from below the basket. Celtic ball.
Shot clock at 3.
There's just no quit as Dort works really hard to get out and distract shooters.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Craig. And here is Tatum. Back to Craig. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Horford. That one good for 2. Horford's got his first basket.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Here's Pritchard. Tatum with it. Pass to Pritchard. Shot on the way. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 4. It's Williams with the drive. The 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Left side, Tatum. Back to Horford. All alone. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. And, Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Pass to Pritchard. Porzingis with the ball. Defended by Holmgren.
And for Porzingis, gosh, a dunk looks so easy.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Back to Williams. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Celtics on offense. And Holiday has in the corner. Pass to Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. To the middle. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Down low. Here's Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Williams has got 7.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Boston making a switch here. The Thunder with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Holmgren the screen. Pass to Caruso. Here's Dort. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
First team foul.
Boston shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Carlson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Williams with the ball. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Cornette. Here's Brown. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Brown. Outside, Porzingis. He takes it in. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Kristaps taking a little something out on that rim?
On the wing, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Carlson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways. That's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Dort wide open. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
On the wing, Holiday. And now Williams.
Oh! Yes, sir. Quick thinking on defense from SGA. Excellent at using his speed on this end.
Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Dort. Pass to Carlson. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And it's a 6-point Oklahoma City lead. And here is Brown. He's guarded by Williams. Brown drives in. And stolen by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. Here's Carlson. Offline with his three. Now White. To the middle. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis right through the defense and a sweet dunk from the big man.
Right side, Williams. Here's Carlson. Pass to Caruso. Jacks up a three. Trains the three-pointer. Carlson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pull-up jumper. That one goes. Count it. That's 7 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
the kick out to Williams. and taken away by Brown. And here comes White, leading the fast break. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Carlson. He's got 6. Here's Williams. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Outside Tatum. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
To the wing on the left. Shot's good by Carlson. Carlson's got 8 points in the quarter.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 8.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
Pass to Carlson. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Left here in the third quarter. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Big slam there by Brown, just dominating the rim.
The Thunder leading by 5. There's the pick. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shea. Used it there to get by the defense.
Here's Horford. Caruso with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Celtics passing it around. In the corner, Horford with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Horford. They get a hand on it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Celtics trailed by 11. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Carlson. Here's Caruso. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
No good on that.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. White, left side. The kick out to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Holmgren the screen. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Back to Holmgren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Celtics trail by 12. Holiday goes in. Outside White. From past the arc. And another miss by Boston. Here's Williams. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time Dort playing unselfishly.
Here we are sizing up G.A. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Williams gets the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Celtics trailed by 18. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dort. Here's the 3. Williams' shot is off. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. To the inside. Holmgren. It's good. Great play by Williams to set. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A contest in the West will see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. Left side, Davis. On the wing, Thompson. Down low. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Williams. Here's Dort. And Davis sends it back.
An impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding at coming up with blocks.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep. Blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Thompson for three. The Thunder pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. Kept alive. Out to Thompson. Inside. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, like an octopus in there. It feels like AD just doesn't stop. How many arms does he have?
Williams inside the line. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Davis drives in. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the thin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And it's Davis missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Davis. Excellent D there from Williams. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Hartenstein. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Oklahoma City making a change here. .106 left in the first quarter. Here now is Dinwiddie. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here's Dinwiddie. To the middle. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Size and strength, and then the length of AD getting up to jam it.
Right side, Williams. No good on the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Pushing it up. Here's Washington. Count that bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Thompson left side. Now Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Oh, I don't very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Washington. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Washington's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Crystal. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Assisted by
The Mavericks leading. Outside for Davis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Davis doing his thing inside. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Hardy, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. In the corner, it's Wiggins. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Wiggins drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Bucks.
And here now the Thunder. Pass to Wiggins. Lets it go from 14. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And stolen by Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington.
Substitution on the court.
It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. That one doesn't drop. Nice defense from Dort. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Pass to Thompson. Edwards with the screen. To the inside. And here's Hardy. Just 4 to shoot. From deep Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Stolen by Washington. Gets it off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 4. And it's in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming at you, so a thorn in the defensive side.
The first one falls. That one drops. He ties it up.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Outside, Davis. Anthony Davis attacking. Here's Washington. Drops in the layup for 2. Washington's got 8 points.
Well, that speaks to AD and just how smart he is. Really good at keeping his guys involved.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Marshall can't hit. Here's Williams, and Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now, here's Dort. Nothing on the board. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
Christie. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Christie's got 5 now.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Holmgren with it. 6 points for him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And that one's good by Davis.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Lays it up off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Dort. Now Holmgren. 8 points for him. Clock at 6. Shoots from the line. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Here's Holmgren. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. Davis in the corner. Shoots over Caruso. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. .103 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And finished off by Martin.
Heads up play by Martin. Just get a running start and score off the break.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The shot, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards with the screen. Here's Christie. Thunder with the rebound. Outside Williams. Inside. And Williams throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas leading by 3.
The shot, 37.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Martin. Right side Davis. And they double up Davis. Over Chang. And Davis can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 3. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Thompson outside. Down low. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
It's not just attacking. He's doing it with tremendous focus. Davis not letting anything get in the way.
And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Thunder making a change here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks so much, David.
That's a great sign. Clay up there and rocking the rim.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And he makes that one.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. With the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
2 shots.
And so Caruso nails both of them. Here now is Dinwiddie. The screen from Thompson. Jacks up a 3. The shot missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You love it when Dort gets that kind of momentum and is charging towards the basket. Not many people want to get in his way.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Here's Christie. And it's Davis finishing it off.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Dallas leading by 8. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
The size and skill combination really puts pressure on the D. Davis so good at using it to his advantage.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Williams looking around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Pocket 6. That one falls.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside for Davis. From the arc. Bucket! Davis for 3.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Dallas.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Davis.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Williams. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. And Davis pulls it down. Thompson outside. And it's Davis finishing it off. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Olin, this is